What up everybody, it's Anime Junkie. Welcome to part 15 to What If Deku Could Use Haki. And now, let's get to the intro.
I'm not the one you wanna fuck with. Late nights messing up my sleep, so I'm flustered. Taking out aggression with my pen because I trust it. Right in front to get myself a lamb color cuss for the game. Leave him hanging by his chain. Click bang, feeling rage, feeling fire in my brain, feel insane. And it's slowly feel the flames with the fire to my brain, bringing more sleep, no glory.
Okay guys, I am pretty sure this video is gonna come out late again. I am so sorry, my timetable is all over the place. And yeah, school is getting in my way a lot, so I'm gonna quit it. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, so let's get started. So last time we left off, Deku just took down Mr. Compressed by airwalking like super fast, and he took him down. And Dabi actually saw this because Mr. Compressed was actually signaling to Dabi on the situation at hand. He was basically telling him that no students have actually been captured. Bakugo hasn't been found. I mean, he has been found, but no villain has ever actually gotten close to him because they've been taken out by one student in particular. Muscular has been taken out by the student easily, and the other two, Spinner and Magnum, have been also taken out. And the guy with the gas mask, he's also been taken out by this guy too. And also what am I saying? Moontooth, or basically the guy who uses his teeth to fight, he's also been taken out by Deku. And the entire team is being annihilated because Deku is just so overpowered. He has Conqueror's Haki. Even if his Conqueror's Haki doesn't work on those people and completely knock them out, it's still good enough to scare them, like the bloodless binding technique that Plus Ultraman gave Deku in What If Deku Was Trained by Stain. So it can scare them, but it's more like stun them in one place so Deku can actually get a jump on them. So it's basically like that. And remember, Deku has been training in martial arts for 5 years, so someone who's been training for 5 years straight into martial arts is considered a master. Pretty good. So yeah, Deku has been taking them out, and I don't know how Mr. Compressed is gonna relay this information. He probably goes up to him and then basically tells him this, and then goes up again to check all the situation. And as soon as that happens, Deku basically takes him down. He ties him up, and basically Dabi and Twice are basically running towards the location where he was taken down. But Dabi's smart. He knows what is gonna happen, because if somebody can take down Dabi so fast, he's pretty tough. So he's like, okay, create another copy of me and basically send it out so we can analyze his movements. So he's like, okay, this must be the kid who actually took down the villains, because to take down Compressed like that is pretty good. And he probably already took down Muscular, who's pretty strong, fast, and scary. So he sends a copy down to where the fighting was, and they basically hide out. And then Deku's like, okay, let's fight. And then when he realizes he uses blue flames, he's like, wait a minute, damn, blue flames? I wonder if Todoroki can do this. Who cares, I'm in a fight right now. But he's easily dodging every single attack. It's like Dabi, he can see his next movement, so he's like, damn it, what is this kid? And then he basically knocks him out, and as soon as his armament Haki hand touches Dabi's body, the quirk basically nullifies and he turns into mud and stuff. And Dabi yells at Twice, like, what the hell are you doing? Why did you deactivate him? And then Twice is like, no, he somehow nullified my quirk or something. And since but I was gonna say Bakugo, Deku has enhanced senses when he's in observation Haki mode. He actually hears Dabi yelling at Twice, so he knows where the real culprits are. So he basically charges in there with his airwalk and basically pushes in there into the forest. And remember, since he has enhanced sight and stuff like that, he can actually see in the dark way better. And yeah, so he can actually see those two pretty clearly, but they can't really see Deku as soon as he enters the foresty area. So Dabi, of course, ignites his flames, and that was a really bad move because Deku, that just makes it easier for him to spot him and attack him. And Dabi basically swings his flames around to actually check where he's at. He only sees slight glimmers of Deku, but he quickly moves outside of the light's range, so Dabi can't really see him. So then Deku starts attacking, and as soon as he starts connecting with Dabi's body, his quirk stops activating and stuff like that. So Then he realizes this quirk, or this kid actually has a quirk to nullify any quirk and stuff like that. So he's like, this kid's dangerous. No wonder he took down Muscular and the other villains in his squad. So, and then he's like, why didn't Shigaraki tell us about this? And he's like, maybe he didn't know. Maybe this kid has a second quirk or something. So as soon as Dabi says that in his head, he's already knocked out. Deku just took him out with a right hook to the temple and he's out. Twice basically sees this, so he gets out his weapons or measuring tape. I'm surprised that measuring tape can actually cut that good. So he basically takes that out. Deku slips through it and basically knocks him out too. So Deku basically goes around, gathers every single villain he has taken out, and basically gathers them in one spot. Kurogiri and Shigaraki are watching from the sidelines. Is like, okay, Kurogiri, bring the heroes back. Bring the villains back. And he's like, okay. And he creates a portal underneath them. Deku is surprised. He's like, okay, I got this. And then he basically activates his armament Haki, touches the teleportation portal or something, and it completely shatters like glass. And Shigaraki is like, why aren't they back yet? And he's like, no, my quirk was nullified. And he's like, what? Your quirk was nullified? Don't tell me it's Aizawa. No way, he has to make eye contact with a person. So I don't think it's his quirk. Could it actually be one of the students? And he's like, oh wait, didn't that kid have some nullifying ability? Maybe it's him. Shigaraki's really mad because not only did he fail the mission, he also lost his entire Suicide Squad. And why did I say Suicide Squad? I mean, they remind me of the Suicide Squad. And basically, his Action Vanguard Squad. That is what it is. So he's like, damn it, I didn't even get any targets. They didn't even die because unless if they couldn't get them, just kill them. That's what was the plan. And he's like, that didn't even work. None of them have actually been obtained, and this actually increases the reputation of UA and their security system, because remember, their main goal was actually to kidnap Bakugo and basically make UA look bad. But this is the opposite effect. So yeah. So Shigaraki actually starts getting really mad, starts scratching his leg really crazy, and he's starting to bleed and stuff. And Kurogiri is like, okay, calm down, sir. I'm gonna get Bakugo. I'm gonna try to get him. And a portal opens up beneath Bakugo. But since Deku basically saw that portal open up beneath the villains, he has his alert on or observation on, and he's like, okay, next Bakugo. And he basically rushes to Bakugo, deactivates it again, and Kurogiri realizes that the kid's on high alert, so he knows he won't be able to actually get any other students. So he's like, damn it, we're in a corner, we can't get any of our squad members or villains, and we can't even get our main objective. And they're like, damn it. And that's basically it. So they're like, okay, who cares anyways, we'll do it next time. So they're probably gonna be another villain attack, and this one's probably gonna be, I'll give you a spoiler to this What If series. This next or the third villain attack from the League of Villains is gonna be in the professional licensing exam. This is gonna be a bad choice because not only they're less, or they have less people on their team, but they're actually attacking a place that is filled with quirk users and the next generation of quirk users. Not only they're weak, but they're actually really strong. Some of them actually. Oh, and some of them aren't really first years. They're second years, third years, maybe even fourth years. I mean, there's no fourth years, but there might even be, they're not first years, because class 1A was the only first year class from UA to actually go there. So everyone else in that professional license or provisional license exam was actually like older than them or have more experience with their quirks and stuff. So Aizawa runs all the way from the class B block and leads the class B teacher to them, and he runs all the way through the forest, and he's like, what is all this damage? Where did this happen, and where are the villains? And he basically runs there and basically sees all the villains tied up together, and Deku's basically like standing there like a watchdog, and he's like, what happened, Deku? Why are the villains all tied up and like that? And it was like, oh, I just went around the forest, took down each one by one, and now we're here. And Kurogiri, that portaling hero, I think that's what it was named, but he tried to steal me and Bakugo and Tokoyami. So, but I stopped them with my observation Haki. Observation skills. And he was like, what's Haki? And I was like, don't worry about it, it's just a way to call observation skills, like skills, don't worry about it. So now he basically asked Deku, with your observation skills, do you sense any other danger? He's like, no, I don't sense anything, because once they realized that I was on high alert, they probably stopped. And they did stop, and they stopped pursuing them anymore because they're ready to plan the third attack and to find out when the provisional licensing exam is going to happen. They're not even sure if the first years are going to be in the provisional licensing exam, because they think that they're pretty weak and Aizawa's probably not going to put them through that torture. But then he's like, okay, they are pretty strong and they're like prodigies, so I think they are going to be in the provisional licensing exam. If they're not, we're still going to attack other schools, and there is probably going to be a UA classroom or class of heroes there to actually get their provisional license exams. So yeah, we should attack them. And either way, UA and all the other schools' reputation is gonna drop considerably. So he's like, okay, who really cares? Why not just take down all the schools, am I right? So all the forces gets called back. The Nomus that were attacking, they're all coming back, and Momo actually sees one of the Nomus because it was ordered to basically distract the area, but Shigaraki basically told them, okay, bring all the Nomus back, who cares, we're done with this, let's plan the third attack. So Momo actually sees the Nomu there and basically creates a transmuter or signal or whatever she actually created in the original anime. I forgot the name of it, but then she basically tells Welding Boy, I don't know his name, but I'll just call him Welding Boy, and he says, okay, weld this into that Nomu monster. He's probably not going to attack because he's not attacking us right now. So he goes up to it, welds it on his back, and runs back away. So now they have a tracker on him. Oh, that's what it's called, a tracker. So then basically Momo tells all the pro heroes after the incident, and basically tells them this is where the Nomu actually went. Now you guys can basically attack the villains for what they did to us. And UA is getting like, okay, their security is awesome, UA is the best school, they protected those students, they protect them with everything. And they did get questioned about why they allowed the students to use their quirks, and Aizawa basically tells them, oh, because so they can protect themselves if they actually get attacked. And apparently Aizawa basically tells Deku to come on board on screen and on television because he was the MVP of that area, and everybody's cheering for him, like, yeah, this kid is gonna be awesome, he's gonna be like the next #1 hero after All Might retires or something. And basically like, oh, this kid's amazing, he took down those villains all by himself and he's super awesome and stuff like that. So everybody's cheering Deku, and basically they ask him, what's your hero name? He's like, my hero name is Deku. And it was like, Deku, that's kind of lame. But some of the girls and boys basically shout out, oh, Deku is kind of a nice name, and they started cheering for Deku, the next number one hero, the next symbol of peace. And yeah, that's it, guys. Hope you guys like this What If series. So make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and as always, I'm Junkie out.